And welcome into the Oklahoman's Video Studio again with our friends from Downtown OKC Partnerships, Danielle Dodson, welcome Joe Hudson.
Thank you, thank you.
Good to see you on camera now.
Yeah, I see you around town. Nice to see you here.
Great to see you. Always good to see you,
Good
Danielle.
to see you too, Dave. Thanks for having us.
A lot going on around downtown Oklahoma City amid the construction. Nothing has slowed down as far as events and vibrancy and people just doing their jobs. And that's some of the things we're going to highlight today. Everything we talk about can be found on their website, downtownokc.com. And what we talk about at the end, you need to follow on their Twitter account, which is also Downtown OKC.
Yeah.
I see over in Midtown that StoryCorps is in town.
In town. Starting today, their opening party is happening in like 20 minutes right now, and they are coming into town. They've partnered with KOSU and the pop-up shops to pop up their Airstream trailer to kind of gather stories from locals. There's a lot of history in Oklahoma City and across the country, and they're doing their best to capture that and preserve these memories. So you can sign up online and reserve your space to go and tell your story, and then they will edit it down and put it out for the public to watch and see and preserve it for us.
It's an interesting concept, and to me it seems like it'd be a lot of work involved in this concept. They just came from Austin, as she mentions. They're in Oklahoma City, and they'll be here through March the 9th over in the Midtown area where the pop-up shops are during the holiday season. It says here typically 2 people at a time go in and record their conversation, 40 minutes. Could you guys talk for 40 minutes? Would you have a conversation for
I don't think I could talk like coherently
I think you could talk,
for 40 minutes. I don't know that you could actually, like you said, edit it down to something that was deliverable.
No, I'm sure it's Q&A, it's conversation they're pulling out, but still, to stay on point for 40-minute conversation, that's lengthy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting to see like the type of people that go in there, the stories they tell. I mean, a lot of us tell our stories every day through social media. Sure. But having it videographed and by a professional and just captured and just seeing how they lay it out is going to be really interesting. I'm really excited to see their finished product.
Yeah.
Get on there and reserve if you have an interesting story to tell or have an interesting life, which I'm sure a lot of people do.
Sure.
And because I'm pretty sure the slots fill up pretty fast.
Go to storycorps.org for more information on that and drill down. You'll see where the recording locations are, including Oklahoma City. Again, February 8th through March the 9th. Various Valentine's things are headed our way next week. Myriad Gardens, Melting Pot, Park Avenue Grill.
Yes.
Get your plenty more.
Yeah, lots going on. All of the restaurants downtown are having reserved dinners, so call Park Avenue, O-Bar, Viceroy, Skirvin, and make your reservations. There are also lots of different fun activities going on, like at the Myriad Gardens there's things for the kids, for Valentine's hot chocolate. Plant Shop is hosting various like terrarium building workshops for couples, or for your Galentine. You can bring out your friends. So there's lots to do. Check our calendar online for a full list.
All right, very good. And the day before that, Crabtown swings into action with some Fat Tuesday fun.
That's an exciting part of Crabtown. They have a Fat Tuesday celebration for it to close on February 13th, the Tuesday, of course. The most exciting part is the crawfish eating contest. Starts at 7. So if you want to see a spectacle or if you want to join in, this is for you. 7 o'clock. I hear that last year the winner ate over 5 pounds of crawfish.
Oh my goodness!
I know. I don't think I could do that.
Are you a crawfish type guy?
I don't have the stomach for it.
I've tried it. Danielle, are you?
No. I just, anything that still has legs or
and
anything,
eyes.
I can't do.
Yeah, right. And the eye's still on.
But I hear it's really good if that sort of thing doesn't bother you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. I've tried it before. I think the last time was in Austin at South by Southwest, and it was the big
Seems
crab
about
bowl.
right. Yeah.
They just dump it out on the table and go, "This looks fantastic," and then you pick up one of those big guys, and you're like, yeah, I don't think I can do that. 5 pounds of crawfish.
That's a lot, yeah.
So you get a huge trophy and
trophy.
Yeah.
It's huge, yeah. You gotta
Some
earn
bragging
that.
rights.
And $150 to go back and eat at Crabtown or Pearls.
And Crabtown Pearls, good stuff there.
Yeah.
So not hating on any of that for sure.
No.
All right, Oklahoma City Museum of Art, beyond that, on February 17th, brings with a new installation.
Yeah, they have a new exhibition. It's called The New Art, a milestone collection of 50 years. And it is celebrating 50 years since they acquired this collection from the Washington Gallery of Modern Art. The collection that they acquired, it was in 1968, and it was 152 or 154 pieces, and 52 of those are going to be on display until May 13th. And it's really interesting art, minimalist, postmodern, post-war modern art.
Abstract expressionist.
Yeah, it's really awesome. And what's interesting about this collection is that it was only on display for 8 years at the gallery before it was transferred to and purchased by the museum. And so it's a full collection that is in their permanent collection, and it's really interesting for them to be able to revisit that and put it on display. So that's going to be on their first floor gallery.
You saw Paige had their website pulled up there for a second. OKCMOA.com
Yes.
is the website, and right there, the New Art opens February 17th. That is just a good place to
It's a great place
tour.
to be.
Even
Yes.
if you've been there multiple times, still something about the place is just calming and
Yeah, and
fun to explore.
if you can't go during like the weekend or whatever, they have a really good events on Thursdays, Art After 5. I think it's $5 admission, so it's a cheaper price. It's usually $12, and their galleries are all open, and they're also, I think, in the nice spring weather, they'll have the rooftop open as well. So it's an awesome place to go, and not your traditional happy hour, to go and experience some art and have some fun. And they also have a really awesome film program. So if you're wanting to not just go to the normal movies and maybe get a little bit more obscure of film, they have some really great films that are coming up. And with Oscar season coming up, they're also going to be screening a lot of the shorts and documentaries and stuff from that.
Again, you can check it out at OKCMOA.com. It's a fun theater, good sized theater for what they show, and a lot of them they stick with or try to stick with the original format, whether it's 35 millimeter or however it was
I love
shot,
that about that. Yeah, and you can do cocktails. They have a bar open.
So you can have fun as well.
There you go.
Joe, tell us about some other things coming up. There's some art projects here, including one near 21C.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about this one. Denise Dedong, local artist, she's got a studio in the Paseo. She's creating a mural along a construction fence, so otherwise sort of boring to look at. Going to add some vibrancy there. This piece is full of characters and imagination. She usually does sort of a narrative layer process, and so coming probably when the weather's nice, hopefully end of February, maybe early March. Could be soon. Could be soon. Who knows? But like it's her sense of playfulness, and imagination.
That's beautiful.
And she really incorporated sort of the area. So you've got art, of course, for 21C. You've got the Jones Assembly, so there's sort of music notes and sort of elements of musicians there. And then you have Film Row, which also ties in that storyline. So I think it's going to be a fantastic piece. Really looking forward to it.
Wow, that looks great. Good vibrant colors there. The underpass over on Deep Deuce, more of a lighting project there.
Yeah, so coming up, you might have seen that we have a Deep Deuce sign over there, letting people know this is Deep Deuce, this is the gateway into Deep Deuce. We've got a project that's not quite fleshed out yet, but working on adding some colorful lights, some playfulness to the sidewalk. So not only helping pedestrians, but adding color and more interest, maybe an Instagram moment or two over there as well. I mean, that's the idea, but we're still working on that. So hopefully we'll know a little bit more in a couple months.
All right, two more topics to get to. Here we're talking with Joe Hudson and Danielle Dodson from downtown OKC. These home tours, architectural tours that are put on throughout the years or through the year are awesome.
Yes.
And there is another one, the Downtown Home Tour, coming up March 4th.
Yes. So returning this year, we do these every other year. The Downtown Home Tour will be March 4th from 12 until 4 p.m. And we're going to have 10 stops this year, which is more than we did 2 years ago. And some of the locations you'll get to see are the Civic, the new condominiums in the Arts District, and they're beautiful.
I'm excited about those.
Yeah, they're for sale homes.
Those are the ones by the Civic Center, right? Directly north of it, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then you'll get to see inside the historic Sieber, which was on the tour last year, but it was just so great that we have to bring it back.
Marva does a good play.
Yeah,
good job
Marva's
with that
great,
place.
and her work with Villa Teresa property is really exciting as well. And then you'll see inside the Carnegie building, where right across the street from Kitchen 324, where Udonder and Nourished is. They will be opening up one of the units in there because there are some apartments up above, which most people don't know about. And then you'll get to see newer properties like the Lift in Midtown, and then Mosaic, and another property that's just been restored that's historic is the Townhouse Apartments. And so that was an old hotel, I believe, and so they've converted it into for rent apartments, which is really nice.
Cool, that's over on Northwest 5th Street.
Yes.
It says. Again, I found this on downtownokc.com. This will be interesting to see these properties, because I drive by all the time, and it's like, man, I wonder what the inside of that looks like, because you see the renovation, you hear about the process. This will be cool to
you can go and can scope it out, and then maybe be inspired to find your permanent home or your temporary home downtown.
It's good stuff. So the Downtown Home Tour coming up Sunday, as you see there, March the 4th, starting at noon. And finally, a fan favorite and one that sells out remarkably fast, Starlight Supper coming up.
Yeah, Starlight Supper is coming up April 5th. But we wanted to kind of talk about it early because the tickets sell out, like you said, very quickly. Last year they sold out in 30 minutes.
That's crazy.
So watch our Twitter. In the next few days we'll be releasing the date and time that we will put the tickets for sale, and just put a reminder on your calendar so you can be sure to snag tickets this year.
So on the Downtown OKC Twitter account, coming up in the next few days or weeks, you will be announcing when you can buy the tickets.
Exactly, yes.
And last year, how many? 450?
450 seats, yeah.
In 30 minutes.
In 30 minutes. And it's a really great cause. The funds raised for this event go towards Downtown Oklahoma City's Initiative program, which funds things like public art and placemaking, which is something very important to Downtown Oklahoma City Partnership, and it's really what makes our city vibrant and stands out against others. So it's a great cause.
Good stuff. Starlight Supper coming up April 5th. Again, more of these events and the information related to them can be found at downtownokc.com. Danielle and Joe, always good to catch up with you guys. Great job today.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Catch you soon.
All right.